Deb Chambers, Vice President of Development and Partnerships with Central Union Mission, and I'm here with another Mission Possible segment. Today I'm here at the beautiful Aracosia restaurant. I'm here with the owner of the restaurant, Omar, and with Salma. She is the Chief Inspiration Officer of KindWorks. And we're here because they have been very instrumental in making the mission possible. What they've been doing for the last couple of months is providing the nightly meal for our shelter once a week. They have provided beautiful, delicious Afghan food, and so I'm just here to feature them and to find out a little more about what inspired them to come alongside the mission to help make the mission possible. So Selma, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got involved with the mission and decided to, help to provide meals?
Sure. So just a little bit about KindWorks. We're a nonprofit organization. We've been around for about 12 years. And basically, we make it easy for busy people to take part in community service activities. All of us, I think we have big hearts, we have generous hearts, we want to give back to our communities. But in the busyness of life, it's hard to know how to do that, who to call, where to go, how to set up the various service opportunities. So we make that easy. We do all of the legwork. We work with shelters, providing meals there. We work at the prison, mentoring inmates there. We work with the refugee community, setting up apartments. And one of the things, the way I got to know Omar initially is we were setting up an apartment for an Afghan refugee family that was arriving to our area a couple of years ago. And often we get together as a group to cook a meal from the country of origin and place it in the fridge for them so that their first meal in America feels familiar, feels nurturing, feels like home. And there was one time that we couldn't cook that meal together, so I went to our local restaurant. I live very close to where Aracosia is in DC. It had just opened, an Afghan restaurant. I introduced myself to Omar and I said, would you be willing to make a meal for a family of 9? And without missing a beat, he said, it would be my pleasure. It would be my honor, and in fact, thanked me for giving him the opportunity to be part of doing something good, for sharing in that kindness. So that's how our relationship first started, and he's cooked many meals for Afghan refugee families when we've needed to provide those meals for them on arrival. And then when the pandemic started, a couple of months ago, I get a call from Omar, and perhaps I'll let him continue.
So Salma is so inspirational. There's no, I know now why she's the Chief Inspirational Officer, and I'm starting to realize that I was inspired by the chief. So, when the pandemic thing happened, I was looking outside the restaurant, seeing everybody just getting involved, just being selfless. I felt like, it's like you're missing something. There's something missing out, you didn't feel right. So I was like, I don't feel right. Who would I need to call to make me feel right? So I was like, I gotta call Salma. So, and sure enough, I called her, I told her, I said, look, you gotta get us to feel right about ourselves. We're in a situation where we can help out a little bit right now. Sure enough, within 20 minutes, 30 minutes, boom, 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 and before you know it, it's all said and done, and she found the charities, all the right ones, and everything like that, and we said, you know what, let's go ahead and do it. We ourselves were refugees at one time. We ourselves, when we came into this country, we had wonderful people like Salma doing the selfless things that she's doing today. So what that did, her actions and everything like that, just took me back. It just took me back. And I'm like, okay, we're in that situation now. We had our opportunity where people came in and brought us up, and with a bunch of integrity and honor and all that. Now it's time for us to give back a little bit as well too. We were in a situation where we could have. So that's why we did it. And it feels great. Yeah. It feels great. Thank God we did it, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm glad it feels great to you, because I know that the men at the shelter that receive the food, they enjoy it. It is a treat once a week that this delicious dinner meal is provided. And folks, I've tried the food and I can tell you it's amazing. Omar has 3 restaurants in the area, 2 in Virginia, 1 in DC, and I recommend that if you're looking for something different, please go try this food, this saffron tea, this lentil soup, these dumplings. You gotta experience the food. So what, you know, I say all that to not only just highlight you and what you're doing, but just to highlight the fact that food in and of itself is a ministry.
Wow.
And as we minister to homeless people that are living on the streets, we say that hope begins with the meal. Right? When you are living on the street and you don't have a refrigerator to go to whenever you're hungry and go get something to eat, and you don't know where that next meal is coming from,
Right.
you begin to lose hope. That's your basic need, is to have that food.
Right.
And so hope is reinvigorated when your belly is full.
Of course. Yes.
So that's how come I'm highlighting this, because it's an important part of helping people to recover, helping people to get back on their feet and to feel inspired to try again. So thank you so much.
Thank
You are helping to give people hope.
Thank you.
And if I can just say, you know, Omar is, he has such a big heart, such a generous heart, and he is so genuine and so sincere in his giving. It is the real deal. He's not doing it for the attention or for the spotlight. In fact, he shies away from that, and I know that from personal experience. He doesn't want this sort of highlighted on TV. That's not the intention at all.
Yeah.
It's really a pure intention from the heart, and he, I think, is one of, you know, so many people that we need to share their stories. I think it's so important at a time like this. I mean, we are crushing with stress right now on so many fronts. You know, we've got a worldwide pandemic, and people are dying, and
Yes.
people are hurting, and people are suffering. On
Right.
top of that, we have a massive Black Lives Matter
Right.
movement, a social justice movement, where people are dying and people are suffering and
Right.
people are under so much stress.
Yes.
And I think at a time like this in particular, we need to highlight these stories. Stories of Omar's generosity and stories of so many others who are doing good, giving back, providing hope, as you say. And, you know, I'm always reminded by a quote by Mr. Rogers of the neighborhood,
Yes.
right? When he was a young boy and he would watch TV and there would be scary things on the news, his mom would say to him, you know, look for the helpers. There will always be people who are helping. And, you know, I'm amongst helpers right now. Deborah, you, the work that you're doing, and Omar, yourself, and I hope KindWorks is part of that too. And, you know, that's what we need to do. Look for the helpers when there's just so much scary stuff out there.
Yes.
We got to deal with it. We got to keep our eyes open. We got to keep fighting.
Yes.
But we also need to look for the helpers to provide that sense of hope and comfort and a balm, you know, a balm for our souls and our hearts.
That's beautiful.
Isn't it?
That's beautiful.
If she verifies what I read last night in a book of a religious text, it says that God created human beings to comfort the other human beings.
Yes.
That's all we're here for.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so, and she's doing her job.
Yes.
She's causing nothing but comfort for everybody. Period. That's it. So thank you, Salma. Thank you, Deborah. Appreciate all
Oh,
the
thank
comfort
both
you guys are
of you. This is amazing. This is why we want to share this story. This is why we want to let you know about the people, the friends that we have that are helping to make the mission possible. Salma, Omar, KindWorks, thank you for partnering with us
Thank you.
to make the mission possible.
Thank you.
Listen, if you are like Selma and you are like Omar and you want to help to make change occur, please get in touch with us. Visit us on the website at missiondc.org or email me. My email address is right there on the screen, and we will share more opportunities about how you can get involved to help others. We're looking for the helpers. God bless you. Thanks for
God bless.
caring.
Thank you.